Let's draw the Notorious B.I.G. For this drawing, I'm using an Oxford set of 48. More colors, more variety. Then for my outline, I use this HB Papermate mechanical pencil. After lightly erasing the sketch marks, I normally start my drawing from the eyes. For the skin color of Biggie, I use a mix of my browns, my yellows, and my oranges because normally that's how black skin is. It's really a mix of orange, yellow, and brown. After this, his blue cap reflects on his cheek, so I give that little blue accent there on his skin. And when I'm drawing a human face, I move around half to half, rotate around the eyes, I show the expression above the nose, and then move to the next eyebrow. And starting with the eyes, I always move pupil first, then to the forehead. In this case, there won't be a proper forehead. I just stop right before the cap, and I continue to the frown lines or squeezed lines around his eyes. For his nose, considering that he was to put it lightly, a big guy, he didn't have a definite nose shape from our reference. So I worked using the colors to give it that definition. From things I've seen online, it is normally said to be taboo to use black when drawing. But for deep shadows, obviously I have to use my black. Even when I'm coloring parts that don't have black, to get that darkness, with the kind of color pencils I'm using, they are not particularly expensive color pencils. So I'll use my black to make it darker where it is deemed fit. From my own view, the right side of his face had more red values, warmer values, whereas the left side of the face that was closer to the blue cap from the reference was more gray, muted, or desaturated. So more reds and pinks. Moving on to the lips, there are shades of gray, pink, purple, and then in this case, he doesn't have that yellow undercolor or yellow undertone. So the peach that you would normally be used to color the skin of a white person is used for the highlights. And when I'm using my color pencils, whether it's a portrait or whether it's a still life figure or whether it is a pin-up, I always do my coloring grading from lightest to darkest. I lay my flattest and brightest color. I now graduate within the different grades of the colors I have within my set of 48. So here I moved from the peach to the slightly lighter peach, and then to my orange brown. My orange brown is mostly my most important color when I'm drawing a black person or even any color skin of person. And then from there, I move to my dark brown. And there are two levels of my dark brown, which I use the darkest and the second darkest. With this being done, and with identifying each part of his body by the shape and not by what I think is there, I'm done with Biggie's face. And after Biggie's face, I move to his cap and then to his leather jacket. I thought it necessary for me to add that this is my first full-length YouTube video on my channel now that I'm taking it seriously. I hope you guys liked the video, and I'd like to know how my voiceover was, or whether there are any modifications on the kind of content you'd want to see from me in the nearest future. I would do more drawing, painting, and also all things about art, including music and movies and rankings and things like that. I've always wanted to make a YouTube channel, didn't know what I'll make a channel about. You see others doing stuff and I'm like, let me just put something out there and see how it goes. Also, you could follow my TikTok and my Instagram, where I also post my drawings and paintings there. And if you liked the video, you can put a like and subscribe.